Hey, welcome back. Another film that we're going to do. This one is an awkward one. It's a first for me. We have a 2010 Suburban and the complaint is this. So we are going to replace the entire emblem. What's in here is like a gold color that has fallen off. So the customer has went ahead and she bought the entire emblem and she's going to have me do it. So the procedure here, and I'll be honest, it's my first time doing it, is we are going to take first we're going to clean the area up. We're going to take some trim tools and peel up a couple of corners over it. Then we have some wire, and you can use fishing string as well, and we're just going to go back and forth across this and just cut the adhesive to get that emblem off. I've only seen this done. I've never done it myself, but you know, there's always a first for everything. So let's get to work. We got some, it's called the Speed Shine. I just want to clean up the area real quick just to get some of the dirt away from my emblem. You know, this emblem has been on here for 10 years, so there's a buildup of dirt all around the edges, and if you go cutting that, you start running your wire, you're going to start dragging that dirt all up and over the paint, and we kind of want to keep that from happening. So I want to get the dirt right around the edges. All right, that's about the best I can do. Okay, now for some trim tools. Okay, so we have trim tools here, and they're plastic. The reason why they're plastic is we don't want to scar up the paint as much as possible. Hardly any at all. You know, a little bit sometimes can't be avoided, but we're certainly going to try. All right. Okay, so we have the emblem off, and what you see here are these metal tabs. Not metal, they're plastic, but the wire is not going to cut through that because it's in holes. I think it went this way. There's holes inside that hold that tab on. Okay, so you need to pry. You need to be able to pry it out enough to get your wire on the other side of the tab. Then you cut to the tab and then you cut across. I did the same thing here. I cut here and stopped, and then once I got the wire here, I was able to walk the wire all the way across and pop the emblem off. So now what we got to do is get this adhesive off, and to be honest with you, I don't know the best. I'm sure there's probably a spray out there somewhere on the planet that says this is the best stuff for remove adhesive, but my experience is use a little bit of penetrating oil. It softens up the glue. And then you take a razor blade. But you want to be careful using a razor blade because you don't want to scratch the paint up outside the emblem. If you scratch it inside the emblem, that's okay. It's going to be covered up by the emblem. Like I said, this is my first time ever removing an emblem, so I don't know if I'm really doing it the right way, but it seems to be working this way. Just take some elbow grease and you know, just keep working at it. So when we get done with the adhesive, we'll come back to this. Okay, so you see that all the adhesive is off. There's the big pieces. Once the big pieces were off, what I ended up doing is using a polishing compound You can use a rubbing compound as well, and it's to get the fine bits of invisible adhesive. You run your finger across, you'll be able to feel the adhesive that's left over, and you want that off. You don't want anything to possibly not let the new trim stick or protrude out. So once all that got done, and since I used penetrating oil and the rubbing compound, this is just an alcohol cleaner. So we're going to spray a little bit of alcohol on it. That way when it dries, it won't leave any residue. A nice clean surface for the new trim to stick. So here's our new piece of trim. And it has the gold on it. It also says up, so that's how we want to do it. And normally when you do trim, you set it on and you peel it as you go, but because of these alignment pins, we're just going to remove the whole adhesive backing in one shot. Carefully try to line it up. Make sure that we still have our up in the up position. That pin is in, and that pin is in. And we are golden. So there you go. That's how we remove an emblem, at least on a 2010 Chevy Suburban. Other emblems will be in the same sort of fashion. It did take a little bit of time to get that big adhesive, the big pieces of adhesive off. You know, this adhesive is designed to hold these emblems at high speed, rain, cold, hot, you know, so that adhesive is made never to come off. But that's the trick to do it. I don't know if you want to use a heat gun to heat it up. That might work. I have a heat gun, but honestly, I don't know where it is right at the moment. But so there we go. That's how we change an emblem. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.